Here's something nobody tells you about earning a cat's trust. It doesn't happen the day you bring them home. It doesn't happen when you feed them, or buy them toys, or give them the expensive bed they'll ignore in favor of your laundry pile. It happens quietly, slowly, in small moments you probably didn't even notice were being counted. And then one day, your cat does something small, something that, if you didn't know what you were looking at, you dismiss entirely. But it isn't small. It's the result of every patient moment, every gentle interaction, every time you respected what they needed instead of what you wanted from them. It is your cat telling you, in the only language they have, that you have passed every test they never told you they were giving. Here's what most cat owners don't realize. Cats don't give trust. They grant it, carefully, conditionally, after a process of evaluation that runs entirely beneath the surface of daily life. And the signs that you've finally earned it, the deepest level of it, are specific, recognizable, and more meaningful than most owners ever know. 9 of them. Let's go through every one. Segment 1. The physical trust signs. 1. They sleep with their body touching yours. Not near you, not at the foot of the bed, against you, the side of their body pressed to yours, or their head resting on your leg, or their full weight settled into the curve of your knee. Sleep is when a cat is most vulnerable. Their guard is completely down. Their awareness of threat is at its lowest. A cat who chooses to sleep in physical contact with you has made an unconscious decision that you are the safest thing in their environment. Their nervous system is not protecting itself from you. It is resting because of you. 2. They show you a slow blink without you initiating. You know the slow blink, the deliberate, unhurried closing and opening of the eyes that serves as a cat's most direct expression of felt safety. Most people learn to slow blink at their cat, but here's what most owners miss. When your cat initiates it, when they look at you from across the room and offer it unprompted, something different is happening. They are not responding to your signal. They're starting the conversation. That unsolicited slow blink is your cat choosing, in a quiet moment, to tell you how they feel about you. Completely voluntarily. 3. They expose their belly without immediately defending it. We talked about the belly roll in another video, but this is a specific variation worth its own attention. A cat who rolls, exposes their belly, and then stays relaxed as you respond, who doesn't immediately trigger into the grab and kick reflex, has reached a level of trust where even their deepest protective instincts have softened around you. That reflex doesn't disappear. It quiets, specifically for you. Segment 2. The behavioral trust signs. 4. They bring you their kills or their toys. Almost nobody talks about what this actually means. When a cat brings you a dead mouse, a bird, or more commonly in indoor cats, a favorite toy dropped at your feet, they are not showing off. They are provisioning. In feline social groups, providing food to another member of the group is one of the highest expressions of care and inclusion available. Your cat is not giving you a gift. They are feeding you. They have decided you are worth feeding. In their world, that is profound. 5. They turn their back to you in a shared space. A cat who sits with their back to you, relaxed, tail still, completely unbothered, has assigned you to the category of non-threat so completely that you don't require monitoring. In the wild, turning your back on another creature is a risk. Your cat is taking no risk with you. You are the safe direction, the direction from which nothing bad will ever come. 6. They follow you without wanting anything. Here's the distinction that matters. Following you because its feeding time is routine. Following you from room to room at 2 p.m. on a Sunday when nothing is happening, no food, no play, no obvious need, is something different entirely. That is proximity seeking in its purest form. Your cat is not following you for what you provide. They are following you for who you are. Because being near you is, in itself, enough. Segment 3. The deepest trust signs. 7. They make eye contact during their most vulnerable moments. Watch your cat when they're eating, when they're just waking up, when they've found the perfect nap position and are drifting off. If they seek your eyes in those moments, if they look up specifically to find your face, they're checking in with their safe person. That glance says, asterisk, you're still here. Everything is still right. Asterisk. It is the quietest possible version of trust, and it is the most honest. 8. They headbutt you first thing in the morning. The morning headbutt, that firm, deliberate press of forehead or cheek against you before the day has started, before food has been mentioned, before anything has been asked of either of you, is your cat's version of good morning said in the language that matters most to them. They are scent marking you as theirs, starting the day by writing you into their world. It is not habit, it is intention. 9. They need you and fall asleep doing it. Kneading originates in kittenhood, the motion used against a mother's body to stimulate milk. It is the first physical memory of safety most cats ever form. When your cat needs you and then surrenders into sleep mid-motion, when the kneading slows and stops not because they chose to stop but because they fell asleep feeling safe enough to stop, you have reached the innermost place in their emotional world. The place that, in the earliest days of their life, held exactly one being. And now holds you. Actionable takeaways. Go through this list and count honestly. Not the behaviors your cat does sometimes, or with everyone. The ones they do specifically with you. Consistently. In the quiet moments when nothing is being asked and nothing is being performed. If your number is 5 or higher, you have earned something rare. Something that was never guaranteed, never owed, and never given lightly. And if your number is lower than you hoped, that's not failure. That's information. Trust with cats is built through patience, consistency, and the daily practice of letting them come to you on their terms. It compounds. It deepens. It arrives on its own schedule. Your job is simply to keep showing up. Here's the truth underneath all 9 of these signs. Your cat has been evaluating you since the day you met, running a silent, continuous assessment of whether you are safe, consistent, worthy of the most guarded thing they possess. And somewhere along the way, through patience you may not have even known you were practicing, you passed. The slow blink from across the room, the weight of them against you in sleep, the toy dropped at your feet, the back turned without hesitation. These are not random. They are receipts, evidence of a trust that was built slowly, honestly, and entirely on your cat's terms. And now, every time you see one of these 9 things, you'll know exactly what you earned. How many of these 9 does your cat do with you? Drop your number in the comments, and tell me which one hit you the hardest. If you made it this far, you understand something most people never will. Tap the video on your screen to keep learning the secret language of cats. And subscribe to Cat Class.